don't want to wait any further. So, chat, I know this is a show for you guys to talk your talk, and promise you're going to have your chance to. But this is going to be fun. We're going to break down this footage. We're literally going to watch the last 3 minutes of the basketball game. And I think I've got it queued up. I think we're going to work it out here. Everybody say hi to producer Sukh down below too. Hi, Sukh. Okay, here we go. Do you want to come up here and break this down with me while we go through this? Or do you want to sit in the shadows for that?
Oh, hell yeah. We got to talk about
this. All right, let's do this. Everybody say hi to producer Sukh. Chat, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to break down this particular portion of the game, and we're going to watch it all together, right? And I want you guys to take advantage of, if you didn't see this live, then you're welcome for watching this with you guys. But if you, sure, a lot of you guys probably watched this live. Maybe you haven't watched the replay though, so let's have a look at it. All right, go ahead and press play. So obviously, hang on real quick. Sorry, this is we're in the studio. Kenny, should I run to the board?
Oh, that would be so dope, my guy.
We will one day. We'll get there. All right.
Indeed.
As you can see, the Thunder up 9 with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. I think they're about to have the ball, so they have the ball up 9. All right, so go ahead and run it now.
Home, Naismith with his third 3-pointer.
Oh, I gotta back that up.
Yeah, back it up just a skosh, because that was one point I wanted to make to start us off. All right, so you got, what are the Pacers? Here we go. The Pacers are down 9. Nembhard brings the ball up the court.
Pushing it up the floor, double team, knocked away, gets it back. Toppin wanted to shoot, Caruso wouldn't let him. Naismith
handoff.
Drills it, rattles it home.
Bang. All right,
Naismith with his third 3-pointer.
All right, so now that 3-pointer there cuts it to 6. Now there's 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this game. Aaron Naismith, as you guys know, throughout the entire playoffs, obviously famously in Knicks game 1 was fantastic, right? But this particular shot, yeah, maybe you look at it and go, 2.5 minutes left, maybe not super important. But as we've seen, Sukh, with this Thunder team, if you give them an inch in the crunch time of a game and you start bricking some shots, you give them extra possessions, what do they do? They run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
See you later. The Pacers throughout this entire game just stayed around. They hung in there. They hit some huge timely shots, that one being a massive one. And that was a huge shot. Naismith had a great game on the glass, but really not scoring too much, not incredibly involved in the offense. Obi Toppin actually posted on the timeline that he liked that everybody on the team was willing to pass the basketball. He was willing to hand off the basketball. And this was a situation. Toppin was fantastic, too. He hit a bunch of shots himself.
In the second half.
Great. Second half, sure. He was pretty poor to start the game. Turnovers, It was not great. But the second half, huge timely threes.
Oof.
And this was the particular situation. Nimby passed the ball to the right, made the right pass to the open player. Toppin drove, didn't like what he liked. Dribble handoff. Naismith, huge jumper. Okay, 6-point game, 2:34 left. Still lots of time. The Thunder can probably come down if they get a bucket here and they keep it moving. Then we're going to keep rolling. But let's have a look and see where we keep going with this.
Every time OKC gets a little breathing room, the Pacers have an answer. 6-point game with 2.5 to play.
I thought the way they defended Shea was really good, even though he ended up still getting his points. There you go. There's a brick. Bang. All right, so pause it there. All right, so as I just said, what was that? Great play from SGA, splitting the defense, getting downhill, not taking the midi because he was contested, had 3 guys in the paint clogged, right?
Oh, so yeah, it looked like he had fucking 4 gold jerseys on him. Collapse.
Yeah, he did his job. As a primary MVP ball handler, you get to the point where you either make a shot or you draw everybody defensively to pay attention to, and you kick it out to somebody to make a relatively NBA open shot.
Yep.
Jalen Williams gets a wing 3, hesitated, maybe kind of pump fake for the pass, goes to shoot, brick, because he wasn't really in rhythm, most of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So defensive strategy works. So now they're down 6. Now this is when it gets interesting. So Nimby passes it off to Naismith, but what does Naismith do? Give it straight back to him, right? Pause it there. Right, so he did that, and he in that particular moment, they wanted this matchup.
I'm living this all over again, bro.
They wanted this matchup because Nimby gave it to Naismith up top, right? And Naismith said, no, take it, brother. And we're running a little pick, and they're going to switch it, and you're going to take SGA, and you're going to go one on. Look at this. This is a 4 out. They're running 4 out right now. I mean, Haliburton's on the wing, but Dort's in his fucking back. Or is that Williams? Williams is in his back fucking pocket.
Well, I've talked about this before, but the Indiana's motion offense actually allows for the ball handler to flatten out the entire team if they think they have a mismatch. When this happened, bro, I did not think they had a mismatch. I was yelling at my TV, "What are you doing, bro?" And what comes next is historic, SPJ.
I said this on the timeline that I think that this shot that's about to happen was more important than the Tyrese Haliburton game winner. Now, obviously, a game-winning shot with no time left to win a game is always going to be the most important shot that's remembered. But chat, here you go. Up 6. If Nimby misses this shot, then the Thunder probably get the board. Maybe they don't, but who knows? Get the rebound, waste another 30 seconds of the clock, maybe get to the free. I'm sure that SGA probably would have figured out a way to get to the free throw line, make the right play, maybe even make a midi. Then it's a 3-possession game with almost a minute and 15 seconds left. That is a completely different situation than what is about to happen. So go ahead and run it.
And right before I run it, like your boy Skeet, like SPJ is saying, he's saying the shot matters because when you run back on defense after this, you are fucking jazzed. It's different. It's if they missed it, they missed. But this was crazy.
Well, there's also the narrative. Go ahead. Play.
Defense has been so aggressive.
Nembhard steps back, 3-pointer. Got it! 3-pointer.
In your eye. Pause it. In your eye. There's narrative to this, chat. These two guys are very close, played on the Canadian national team. Still can tell you probably about that on a whole and separate podcast, but we've talked about it a bunch. The other thing about this, too, which was nasty, dirty, he did the SGA move on him. He did his move on him. He tried to drive him on him and said, no, I'm going to do the little step back on you like you do to everybody. I'm gonna cook your ass. First time in the playoffs. And as we've covered with this team throughout the entire season and also in the playoffs, Nimby has that in him.
Yeah.
He's got that in him. I just think that I know that this shot was not more important than the game winner. There's never a shot that's going to be more important than a game winner. It's like in football. If you have the time's about to run out and you have a guy make a catch for the game-winning touchdown, that is going to be the play that everybody talks about. That's going to be the moment that gets kind of featured, right, at that particular section. But you're going to forget maybe the 4th down play that happened 7 or 8 plays earlier. And if they don't make that 4th down play, then the fucking touchdown doesn't happen. If Andrew Nembhard misses this shot, then we would not have seen that Tyrese Haliburton shot. Most likely. 95% chance. Because then they go down, they're probably, again, we've seen this from this Thunder team. They can close the door. They didn't quite close it enough in this game. But they would have been able to close the door a lot easier in that situation.
And like you were talking about with Nemby and Team Canada, he's actually very low on the pecking order when it comes to Team Canada. And Team Canada, Jordi Fernandez runs a weird ship. Zach Edey left the program because of how it's run. A guy like Nemby is like way low, below Dylan Brooks, below a lot of other guys. So it's insane to see because we, like you just said, we talked about this all the time. This guy's got the balls and he really, really wanted this moment. He had an air ball earlier in the game, but he still ISO'd Shea. Insane.
And Skid, we started the segment by me saying that. Yeah. That was the whole point. That 3 got them to this point. This 3, I would argue, is a little bit better just because of the time and the situation. Like that's where you get to this point. Now it's a 1-possession game. The pressure is now on OKC. Because, again, Nimby misses that shot, 6-point game. You feel a little better still. You got the ball in your MVP's hands, under 2 minutes to go. You can go down. You can get a bucket. And even if you don't get a bucket, it's still a 2-possession game with like a minute and change left, right? That's a completely different situation. Now it's a 1-possession game. You've been feeling a little tight. Maybe now it tightens a tiny bit more. You've seen all the narratives. You've seen all these teams blow these leads, and you're like, no, we're not going to do that. But hold on. Maybe you do. Run it.
3-point game with 1:59 remaining.
Also, Chad, I'm very sorry that you have to listen to Mike Green's awesome, but God, the broadcast last night was terrible.
Oh, terrible.
Some anxiety here for the fans.
Here you go. So here's SGA. Good pass, right pass.
Dort.
Oh, and he hit some shots too.
He did. Oh, he was very good.
Neesmith,
great play here.
What
all right,
block.
Pause it there. I thought there was a foul live. Yeah. And I was impressed looking at the replay that they didn't call it a foul. I thought the officiating was actually pretty good last night. Overall.
Agreed.
I thought maybe they fumbled a couple bags, but I thought it was pretty decent. But this block, I mean, world class. Like, I hate Lou Dort. I don't like Lou Dort, but Lou Dort was really, really good in this game last night. Hit some huge threes, was really good defensively, and this block was.
Wasn't your jaw on the floor when they showed the replay and it wasn't a foul? That somehow he maintained verticality and then all of a sudden at the last minute finally brought the hand down and only hit the ball? Fucking crazy.
I'm sure that this situation here was when they'll I think they'll show the replay when we keep the tape rolling, but you see it's up and then right as he's about to shoot, down. And Naismith actually blocked SGA similarly earlier in the game, kind of almost exactly the same play, just the other way around, obviously.
Yeah, out of bounds, yeah.
Great block. And when I saw that block, I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Thunder got the ball again, can make it a 2-possession game again, 1.5 minutes to go. This might be curtains because we've seen this so many times from SGA. All right, go ahead, Ryan.
Dort! Oh, what a rejection from Lou Dort.
Great block. Wonderful block. This was a tough layup too.
It's good.
Incredible layup.
He's a scoring machine. He's got 36. Caruso.
That was a big foul call. Pause it there. All right, so SGA makes that layup. Maybe could have been an and one, but again, they let a lot go last night, which I liked most of the time. Surprised they called this foul. Now, was it a foul? Yes.
Yeah.
Surprised they called it though in this situation because of the way they called most of the game. But they did a good job of calling. I don't know how you describe it, like guys going around screens and like hooking.
Oh yeah, hedging over the screens,
defensively, because like Lou Dort does it a lot. Where like if a guy tries to get around him, he'll like kind of snuggle his arm.
Oh, so hook him, yeah.
Get around the screen, and they were calling that. This was just a loose ball foul, but I didn't think that they were going to call it in this situation because if they wouldn't have called this and they would have had a breakaway, then it's a 7-point game, and then the game's probably cooked. But well, with the Pacers, the game's never cooked, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a lot harder to come back in that particular situation. All right, so you got Nimby going to the line. 5-point game, 122 left. Go ahead, Ryan.
Lou Dort.
Chad, I know that we're going to get to you guys during the show, but I mean, I'm having a kick-ass time right now. I'm sure you guys are too.
Bang!
Look at that block. Oh, what a block.
This is ridiculous.
Taking the contact and staying straight is insane.
And not fouling on the arm.
That is just so difficult on the other end. This is what they do. They turn turnovers.
I'm glad they didn't call it.
I was going to say that. That was a good no call.
And then Shea just finishes off the job.
But again, Nimby.
Nimhart gets the free throw.
You got to make these free throws.
Points, 4-point game.
You got to make these free throws. How many times have we seen a guy go 1 or 2 in this situation or missing both of them? Then it's a 5-point game. You go down the other end, and it's a 3-possession game, and you're cooked.
2 clutch free throws right there.
3-point game.
Again, both teams.
Okay. You still got the MVP though. You're fine. But see, this is the moment when I was watching the game going, I've seen this movie before. This playoffs and beyond.
The Thunder clinging to this 3-point lead. SGA the drive inside, shot block.
Great. Incredible block by Siakam. Incredible. And it makes this next play even better too. Swing, moving, grooving. Didn't love this shot, but after what he had done the last couple of 35 seconds, I can't fault him. What a board.
Oh.
On SGA.
SGA
didn't block out.
Makes the block on
Siakam
one end.
beat him down the baseline.
It's a relentless mover, Siakam.
SGA guarded by Nimhart.
Another great play. Makes the defense collapse. Kick it out. Good shot.
Oh. He's got to shoot that, right?
On that particular situation, yeah. I don't mind getting to the basket like he did, though, because there was enough time. I think he was trying to use as much of the shot clock as possible. Because let it rip. You'll see where he gets to. I think that's a fine shot. I don't think he took it very well, but I think him driving and trying to get to his spot of he just kind of rushed it. I think he kind of like he wasn't set. He needed to dribble, get to your spot, maybe do a little pump fake and shoot an actual fadeaway jumper like he does sometimes. A little more better form, better put together instead of that kind of fallen half-ass kind of trying. I mean, he still almost went in, but I think I like the move to go to the bucket, I guess. I think it was the right move. If it would have been 3 seconds on the shot clock, yeah, you got to shoot that. But he had like 7 seconds when he caught it. I think you go to the bucket.
My whole thing is, though, when you watch the replay, that when he goes right where SGA kicked it out from at the nail, and then he has to drop back down, and SGA has to escape. So SGA's guy just kind of stays there because he knows like he's not the best 3-point shooter. So I know, like, in basketball sense, it makes sense to take the drive. But when you watch the replay back, SGA is in the space that you need, and he didn't vacate it fast enough, and then also his defender stayed.
22.5, but
I thought in this particular, to move to what we're going to see now, they do challenge. It looked like Siakam did get a little push from Wallace, but it was marginal.
Siakam is the last to touch the ball prior to going out of bounds. There is no foul proximate to the play.
I felt like everything was working against the Pacers.
SGA has it.
Yep. And then as soon as he was in this position, I thought for sure easy cash, easy cheese. How many times have we seen them hit this shot with ease? In this game, I thought money. Oh, my God, he missed. Great rebound from Neesmith. And we're pushing. And we're running. Pause it here. I had no doubt. I had no doubt. I don't know why. First of all, as soon as SGA missed that shot, I was like, oh, they're about to lose. Because if SGA makes that shot, it's obviously a 3-point game. I'm sure then Carlisle probably calls a timeout so they can set up some sort of 3-point shot. They have a timeout, don't they? I think they do have one.
They do. Yeah, they did. They have one.
They had one. So I think if SGA makes that bucket, makes it a 3-point game, maybe they advance the ball, call a timeout so they get it side out, right where Haliburton is right now. And they call some sort of triple screen for Neesmith. If he doesn't get it, you get another screen for Haliburton. If he doesn't get it, you get another screen for Siakam, and then you just try to get the best available 3-pointer. But he doesn't. So then anything's available. And I love that he didn't call a timeout. I love it. He just said, this got us here. We've been here before. We've won games in these situations. We're going to push the tempo down your fucking throat, and we're going to win this basketball game right now, right here. No timeout to think about it. No timeout also for OKC to set up defensively, which we know would have been beneficial to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the fact that he didn't call a timeout. And press, go ahead. And then this happened.
Haliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 0.3 of a second remaining. Timeout, okay.
First of all, Mike Breen, no bang. No bang. What are we doing? That was an iconic bang moment. That could have been a 2 bang. No bang is crazy.
I mean, they didn't even have the finals logo on the court. Larry O'Brien. There was a lot missing from the broadcast last night.
Thank God the game was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
No bang is whack, dude. You know why I think it is, though? I think Mike Breen is secretly a Knicks fan because he calls Knicks games. So he's probably a little salty over the Pacers, which I used to hate when he would call nationally broadcasted Knicks games because you could tell he's, seeing things blue and orange. But no bang was whack, in my opinion. Didn't ruin the moment. It was a spectacular shot. And I think that he called it great. So it was fine. But I was like, damn, no bang. That's like your thing, dude. It was such an easy bang moment.
Ali's saying that he only bangs on threes. I didn't know that. I thought that was just on any shot.
No 3, no bang. It doesn't matter. It's the situation. It's not the 3. It's got to just be the shot.
I was not aware of that rule.
Is that in his contract? Watching it be in the Mike Breen contract of bangs. No 3 equal no bang. Still, it deserved a bang, in my opinion. Magic Man, I'll find this. We'll pull it up in just a second when we're done going through this. But, I mean, what a shot, dude. What a shot. Dwayne Wade even kind of posted about it last night or this morning or something, that he hadn't really been shooting very well. Hadn't taken a lot of shots, like I said, to start us off. And to have the fucking cojones to go down, no hesitation, straight to your shot. Wallace, great defender, had guarded him pretty well most of the game. But he got him turned. And the reason why he got him turned, Sukh, was because Wallace knew he couldn't let him go to the basket. They didn't have a foul to give, so he would have gone to the line if he fouled him. They didn't need a 3. Any shot would have won you the game, so he knew he couldn't guard just the 3-point line. He had to guard everywhere. And Haliburton used that to his advantage. He goes on his right. I saw a cool stat too that he is really good off the dribble, off the right. Because a lot of times shooters, if you're right-handed, you like to come off your left hand to shoot.
Yeah.
He likes to come off his right hand to shoot, which maybe that has to do with his shooting motion.
The janky shooting motion. That's exactly it.
It probably helps with his,
because the way he loads it up on the right side,
maneuverability.
the extra second helps him when he goes right.
It's when you, like Kadar said, when it's one-on-one in that situation, when you just need a point up, just a bucket from anywhere in the NBA, you're cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And in this situation, again, that's why Love didn't call the timeout. Carlisle trusted his guys because they've been here before to go get a bucket to win the game at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did.
Well, not to go backwards, but because you're talking about guarding one-on-one on the SGA spin, when you rewatch that, Nemby knew that was coming. He literally knew. He kind of slipped a little bit, took a few inches back, let the spin happen, then recovered the space, and SGA just couldn't finish over the top. Incredible defense from someone who probably guards him a lot on the B team for Team Canada.
He's seen that move 100,000 times in practice.
Mm-hmm.
Probably them just kicking it and hanging out and shooting the shit and shooting hoops together somewhere else, not even in practice.
Oh, yeah.
He's seen it.
Should we watch the celebration?
See, Tyrese Haliburton does it again. Their first lead of the game.
Cold.
Dad.
Shaq.
But this has to be a
Shaq is stunned.
Shoot. No dribble, no turn.
What did you think about this? I need your thoughts on this.
I hated it. You got to get a shot up.
And now Rick Carlisle will call a timeout.
Yeah, everybody was stunned, myself included.
Caruso looking, throws it up on the rim, knocked away. And
All right, you can go back to it. I think, in my recollection, and Chad, the reason why I wanted to watch that whole part with you, I hope you guys enjoyed that too. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.